Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we started talking with Edgeworth, who we found out is going to be the prosecutor in tomorrow's trial. And he also recently just won an award, but he doesn't really like it because there have been rumors floating around about him that he is kind of very evil. Which is something that Phoenix kind of thought of also during the second case, but kind of disappeared as the time went on. But on this episode, we are going to be heading over to the police department so that we can find some more information about what happened. Because Edgeworth's a little mad, and he doesn't really want to talk to us right now. So, let us move over to the police. Oh, we got to go outside the parking lot to get to the police department. I think this is a new place that we're going to go to, too.
We're finally here. Why would they put the detectives so far away from the prosecutor's office?
That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Wait, what? I mean, what about all the times? Maybe they're different places? Or maybe they did say that this was next door to the place. And if that's the case, it's weird. Hold on. What's that?
Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that?
I'm sorry, I forgot to speak for a moment. Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Do police have mascots?
Wow, Miss Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? The reason he looks familiar is because, if you remember back in, oh god, what case was it? Case 3, the first time I went to the criminal department, and we saw that blue monstrosity, or that blue plushie toy that was in the background that the chief of police said that he had, or like unit chief or something, that he made this. That was the Blue Badger, because it looks exactly the same.
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe was dancing with the Blue Badger. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey! I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. When did everyone start reading my mind? They don't know what I'm thinking. I mean, it's happened a couple times in previous cases, but they didn't like specifically point it out. They were doing guesses, like when April May guessed it. It's like, oh, I bet you're thinking this. It's like, no, they know exactly what I'm thinking. All right, well, let's talk with Gumshoe, who we haven't talked to since, well, episode 70. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She said she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office, and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no! Come on, pal! There's plenty of evidence against her!
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Gumshoe's getting yelled at by a 16-year-old kid. Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Wow! The chief prosecutor's little sister!
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Oh Oh, Gumshoe. All right, let's talk about the investigation. Maybe we can learn a little bit more.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of the criminal affairs. Oh. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? Phoenix is like, what did you do? I mean, it's been 2 months since case 4. What do you mean this time? Yeah, it was actually very helpful.
Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detective. Oh god, I'm surprised I got that partially correct. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
Oh god, that was high pitched. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So, anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Oh, I want to learn the Badger dance now.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. He's not a detective? All right, well, that's all we can talk with Gumshoe for now, but if we, just like what happened with Edgeworth, if we examine the Blue Badger the Blue Badger little thing.
I was wondering about that.
Why? The dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. I want to learn that dance. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops.
So we'll add this to the court record because, well, we've added a stub. I mean, adding a panel of a Blue Badger mascot isn't really unheard of. But if we present this... No, not that. We present something else. I mean, we could present that if we wanted to, but it won't really give us anything. I mean, you already told us pretty much all of it. If we present the ID... Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal! This is the detective's ID card! You can't just keep that! You have to turn it into the police! Oh, God. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time! Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Wow! Now I remember! Gumshoe. Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Alright, so that opened up a new line of talk with him. Now we'll talk about Bruce Goodman a little bit. Find out more about the victim. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Oh, thank you, Gumshoe.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground when we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. So that's not helping. All right, well, there is one more thing that we can do. And, well, we need to get permission to go investigate the crime scene. But we can't do that before we do this. We're gonna present the prosecutor trophy to Gumshoe. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. Poor Gumshoe. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Which is why he doesn't want people to go talking about falsified information. But that should have opened a new thing. Really? No. No. You forgot to present one other thing. We can either present the parking stub or the knife to get this. So let's present the knife because it's funnier. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth has become a huge target since Case 4, huh? That should have opened up a new line of, yeah, there it is. Rumors at law. He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Edgeworth are found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department higher-ups. That was probably because of Von Karma, and because he started when he was 20. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People saying the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal! Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Oh god, the word prosecute so many times. Mr. Edgeworth is biting a bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. He pulled a Forrest Gump on us. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No! Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. He looks like a cowboy. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. From the West LA. Isn't West LA the Pacific Ocean? Or there must be like a suburb that's West LA. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. So we'll get that letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Well, we tried doing that, then Emma started talking and started learning. God, I can't speak. Let's end the episode up before I forget how to talk English. So, now that we have that, we can now head back over to the crime scene and start investigating, possibly. So, on the next episode, we'll do that. So until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Yeah, like this giant fruit that's right here. All right, fruit's gone. Let's head for the first hammer. So, oh crap! All right, you know what? I'm gonna take care of this fruit, and then we're just gonna run right by, because that's what's gonna happen right here. They're just gonna be continuously spawning enemies until we hit both of these hammers. That was a giant fruit. That was a reaper leg. You can avoid where the reaper leg is going to hit by just looking at the shadow. We hit the first hammer. I'm coming.